Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. And in today's video, I have a full elf holiday set review video to do. I did buy 4 items from the new elf holiday collection. I'm going to kind of go through my thoughts on them. I'm going to do first impressions on 2 of the items. I also have holiday sets from prior years to compare them to. And I'm also going to go through some of the ones I did not purchase that caught my eye because they do have items in them that I enjoy, etc. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of my thoughts on the 2020 elf holiday collection and what I recommend, then keep on watching. Let's go. All right, the first thing I'm very excited to try out is actually the new, what do they call them? Their hot chocolate eyes palette. They did come out with 3 versions of the hot chocolate eyes last year. I bought 2 of the 3 so I can show you the color comparisons. Right now what I'll do is I'll show you swatches of the new palette. They call this their sugar cookie palette. Honestly, from swatching it, a lot of the shades look very, very similar this year. So I feel like a lot of these actually swatches look similar. I will say the 2 shimmers on the end here are not actually shimmers. They seem more like shimmery top coats to me. Like they don't really have any base to them. They're just a lot of glitter. The green and gold are like the 2 that kind of make it stand out as having some sort of a color variety to it. But overall, I think I like the color stories from last year better. I will show you the 2 that I purchased. So I believe this one was called their Spice Palette. So as you can see, there's a little bit more variety, I feel like, in this one because we have oranges, there's like a green gold, a yellow, a mustard, a purple. Like this one to me has a little bit more variety. I do forget what they called this one last year, but this one is like the more purpley palette. It has pinks, purples, golds. So out of these 3 holiday palettes that I own, I feel like this year's is kind of a little bit lackluster color-wise. So these palettes do retail for $10, which is cheaper than their typical palettes that you can buy regularly. And I want to show you the difference in size. So these palettes do have 15 shades versus something like the new Classics, which has 18 shades. So not only does this have 3 more shades, but it is a significantly larger palette and larger pans for, I believe, $4 more. I think these retail for $14. So just a couple comparisons before we get in and try these shadows out. So don't really know what I want to do. Haven't thought about it. I guess I'll start out with this just like cream shade with a Morphe M504 brush and just kind of set the transition area. And then I think I'm going to go in with this kind of light tan shade here. I do like the quality of elf shadows. Obviously, like this I feel like was the year of elf eyeshadows. Did I say let's go? Did I say let's go? Did I say let's go? I can't remember. Guys, the pregnancy brain has been so bad this past week. It's real bad. Okay. I kind of want to go in with this. It's kind of like a terracotta shade. I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild fluffy brush. I was gonna use like all elf brushes for this video and then I realized most of them are dirty. So I couldn't. There are a few elf brush sets this year for sale. I think I have maybe 1 or 2 that I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on, but I'll talk about that later on in the video. As far as shipping goes, I ordered this all the day it launched and it took like a week and a half, almost 2 weeks to get to me. So shipping is not super speedy right now. Do I want to do the green? Do I want to do the green? Kind of. Do I just go for it? So far I haven't messed it up, so that's good. Okay, so what I want to do is I kind of want to blend it in. So I will use an elf brush now. This is their pointed eye pencil brush, and I just want to kind of blend the edges in. I was surprised to see they only did come out with 1 of these this year, since they had 3 last year. I can't decide what I want to do on the inner corner though. I mean, at least that's showing some pigmentation. So I'm gonna go back in with our fluffy brush and just blend a little. I'm kind of tempted to put down some glitter glue and use one of these shimmery shades on the inner corner. It's kind of what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna go in with my NYX glitter primer. And this is an elf brush. This is their concealer brush. It's super tiny. And I'm going to put the tiniest bit of glitter glue on the inner corner. And then I don't know if I want to use this brush or my finger, but I think I'm going to use this bottom shade. It's like an iridescent shade. Let's see what we can do. You know what? I'm just gonna go in with my finger. Oh, it has like almost like a purple shifty iridescence. Make sure I really bring it over the green. Now I'm gonna go in with a brush that doesn't have anything on it. This is the e.l.f. blending brush. I'm just gonna clean everything up. Also, if you guys are wondering what is on my face, I will link everything else down below in the description. I'm gonna tight line too, since we went with this like really deep, dark kind of look. I also feel like the lighting is a little darker today. It's a very gloomy day outside and we have no natural lights. We only have the lights sitting in front of me. I do feel like I'm gonna add a little bit more of the cream shade again, just to the brow bone. It's not awful. I mean, it is a $10 palette. I feel like it looks fine. It's not my all-time favorite look. I'll definitely keep playing with this and definitely let you guys know how I feel later on. But so far, I like the prior year's palettes a little bit more. And I definitely really like the new classics, which is always available, or the bite-size eyeshadow palettes. This so far to me has not been like selling it for me. Not an all-time fave, but I promise I will come back and review it later on. The other product I wanted to try on before we get into the rest of the reviews is I did buy their, what do they call this? Their Ride or Die lip balm. I've been wanting these for so long. So this is a set of 3 for $10. So regularly this formula retails for $5 each. So you're getting one free in this set. It comes with 3 scents: Tough Cookie, Mighty Mint, and Cheeky Cherry. I believe the cookie and the cherry are holiday exclusives, I'm guessing. So I'm actually gonna swatch these 3 and then also like smell them, obviously, so I'm excited. Okay, so I haven't actually ever like tried this formula or smelled this formula or anything, so I'm really excited. I love lip balms. And first we have Mighty Mint, which I think is their like original. Ooh, that smells nice and minty, so that's the clear. Now we have Cherry, Cheeky Cherry, which cherry can be very hit and miss in my opinion for a lip balm that is very, very pigmented. And it doesn't have a very like medicinal cherry scent, which is good in my opinion, at least. Okay, and last we have Tough Cookie, which I feel like this is gonna be my favorite. That's why I saved it, because I'm most excited to try this one out. This one just sounds like it's gonna be like really yummy. So this one doesn't have as much pigment. It's a little more pigmented than the clear, but this one has a pretty clear base. Oh, but that really does smell very good. That smells like a vanilla cookie dough or something. All right, let me remove all this lip balm from my hands and put one on. I think I want to do the cookie one, like I said. Oh, look. Wait, there is pigment. Why wasn't it showing on my hand? Oh yeah, look at that. Kind of like evens out my lip tone. Oh, I really like that. It's like a nice, thick, comfortable balm. For $10, getting 3 of these, like, your girl's happy. Actually, let me throw on some mascara because that might make this look a little less weird. I feel like it looks weird having dark eyeshadow and no eyelashes. Okay, that feels a little better. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is they do have a new sponge. This is called their Marshmallow Blender, and I really wanted to know what this was because there's a couple reasons. So I'm about to show you a bunch of dirty sponges in this video, so no judgments. So this is one of my all-time favorite sponges from e.l.f. This is their total like face sponge, and last year they had a holiday set that had a bunch of sponges in it, and one of them looked like this, except it was pink, and I thought it's the same sponge, just a different color. Very similar, but still a little different. And they both work totally fine. One of the reasons I love this sponge is it works both wet and dry, and it's the easiest. Something about the material of this makes it so easy to clean. Like, it's the fastest sponge for me to clean. I love it. So I wanted to know if this new Marshmallow Blender was like the original or more like what they had out for the holiday last year. So we're gonna do some investigating. Oh, and this does retail for $5. Okay, so to me, this sponge feels a lot more like the holiday one they had out last year, which it's a good sponge. I don't really have any complaints. If I'm spending $5, I'd rather spend $5 and get this original sponge than the holiday special sponge. I just think for me, like, time washing my sponges is not something I enjoy, so I like this one a lot. Okay, the last holiday set I bought is called their Just Glow With It skincare set. This retails for $45 and it's a great value. So you get 6 full-size items, meaning it's $7.50 an item. You get the full-size Jelly Pop cleanser, which I'm excited to try. The Jelly Pop Dew Primer, which I recently tried for the first time and it's awesome. You get the Holy Hydration face cream, which this is not the fragrance-free version. I've currently been using the fragrance-free version and love it so much. So I'll try this one. I don't know how much fragrance is in it, but I'm excited to try it. You get the Nourishing Night Cream, which I've heard good things about, the Nourishing Face Oil, which I've also have heard great things about, and the Illuminating Eye Cream, which I've also heard awesome things about. So for me, like, this was the set that I felt like was the most exciting, because to get each of these items for $7.50 each was like a no-brainer for me personally. So I'm very excited for this one. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoot over a little. I'm gonna talk about a couple of the sets that kind of caught my attention, and it's not all of them. I definitely will leave a link down below to the whole holiday collection if you really want to browse it, but I wanted to like pick a few that highlight that really stood out to me. So the first one is their Putty Primer Trio. This retails for $9, and just looking at it compared to like the traditional primer, these kind of look like they might be minis of the 3 different formulas they have of this. So today I am wearing the Poreless Putty Primer. I really do like this primer, but when I bought this, this was the only one available. The idea of 3 of these in the mini to be able to try all 3 formulas actually is really interesting to me, because this, a little goes a very long way. So you really could figure out which formula worked out for you really well. And I'm sure that these would last quite a long time if you really did want to try all 3 formulas. So that one was the first thing that really like caught my eye as far as the holiday sets. This next one is called A Sight for Sweet Eyes. It retails for $10 and it comes with 3 duos and an eyeshadow brush. And I actually bought this version of the set last year, so I kind of wanted to show you what it looks like. So the sets come, they're duos that come in these little pans. And the quality last year's set was really good. So I'll show you just a swatch of one of the duos. We don't have to swatch them all, but it comes with a matte and a shimmer. And honestly, I would say that these formulas are very similar to the Bite Size eyeshadow formulas. Like, they're really good quality, and it comes with just like a basic like flat shader brush. Overall, I really did like this set. It's up to you if you think 6 eyeshadows for $10 is what you want from e.l.f. I would say that these maybe are a little overpriced, especially because they're bite size now, are 4 shadows for $3. So I do like these, and if you really like the shades in the new one, I say go for it. But if you're looking for a better value, I still think the bite size eyeshadows have a better value than this set. The next set that caught my eye is the Candy Drip Liquid Glitter set. This comes with 3 of their liquid glitters and a basic black eyeliner for $15. And for me, I felt like this one was a little bit expensive. I do have one of their glitter shadows. I don't have any of the shades specifically in this set, but I don't know. I don't think that's the greatest eyeliner right there. So already I'm like, was it really worth it to include that? And I like their glitter shadows, but I don't love them. I don't think I'd want to pay $15 for 3 of them personally. But that's just me. I find that they give a little bit too much fallout, so I personally would not want this set. Okay, this is one of the brush sets I was talking about. This is called their Sugar High 7-piece brush set. This retails for $15, and you get, I believe, 2 face brushes, 4 eyeshadow brushes, and a brow brush. What is really weird to me about this set is the brushes look nice. Like, I'm sure they're great as far as the e.l.f. brush collection goes. I thought it was weird that one of the eye brushes is an angled brush, but it also has an angled brow brush. For me, those are like the same exact brush, and I thought that was kind of odd. So that's what completely turned me off from this set particularly. So I just wanted to make you aware of that in case it doesn't really catch your eye. This next set is their Best of e.l.f. skincare set. It retails for $20, and you get a full-size Holy Hydration Cream, a mini Illuminating Eye Cream, a mini Keep Your Balance Toner, and a mini Daily Face Cleanser. So you're getting a full size and 3 minis for $20. That is up to you if that's something you're interested in. I liked that I was getting 6 full sizes for $45 versus 3 minis and 1 full. But I've heard nothing but good things about these products as well. Just wanted to let you know. This next is their cheek palette this year. This is called the Candied Cheeks palette. This retails for $10. So I bought one of these palettes 2 years ago. So this is actually the 2018 face palette. You can see it's a very similar format with bronzers and blushes and highlighters. These are the three, this is the bronzer, blush, and highlight I am wearing today. It's a really good quality palette. What I will say is they have since changed the packaging. Like we have a plastic non-clear package here as opposed to what they now offer. I will say this was $7 2 years ago, this palette, versus today this is $10. I don't know if it's $3 better in quality. I just wanted to make it known that the price has gone up on this palette format. So I like the quality of these products. I think they look nice and natural. If these shades work on you, they look a little bit maybe deeper than the palette from 2 years ago. Overall, I think the quality is good if those tones are interesting to you. The next set is actually a 12-day advent calendar. Unfortunately, I'm not doing any advent calendars this year because of everything going on. We might not make it through the month of December before she shows up. So we have different plans for this December, but I did want to talk about this. It is $45 and it comes with a bunch of e.l.f. Favorite products. I'm not so sure if this one is one I would pay $45 for. It does have the Total Face Sponge, which I really like. It has the Cream and Sugar palette, if you don't have this one yet, that I really like. It does have the Poreless Primer, I think. It has one of the lip balms. Like, it has a bunch of really nice stuff in it. But for me, I don't know, like, I don't really want the lash curler. I don't know, for some reason, like, that takes up so much room, and I don't know. This one's, like, in the middle. I feel like this would be a good gifting gift if you knew somebody who doesn't have any of these products, because a lot of these are best sellers, so I feel like a lot of people might have some of this stuff already, but I'm very much in the middle on this. I did want you to know that they do have an advent calendar this year, which I think might be their first. I don't think they ever had one before. This next set is kind of interesting. This is their set prime and pop kit for $15. It does come with a flat top face brush, which I actually don't have a flat, no I do. Just kidding, I thought I didn't, but I do actually have a flat top brush from e.l.f. This was actually part of their holiday set last year. Thought I didn't have one, but I do. So it has that. It comes with the Poreless Putty Primer, so another one of these. But it also comes with the Halo Glow Setting Powder, which I did set under my eyes with today. However, this set specifically comes with the medium shade. So definitely be aware of that when making your decision, because personally for me, I have this in the light shade. So if a medium setting powder would not work on you, like this set is not for you. That's just something to be very aware about. So there's only one more set I want to talk about, and that is the Frosted Marshmallow Sponge Trio. This retails for $10, and I actually bought the equivalent last year, which is what this sponge came in, and also this sponge. And it also had a little sponge. I didn't grab that one. But what I wanted to say is these are different than their traditional sponges. Again, these that they normally sell have a very different texture than the ones that come in the holiday set, and these are $5 each. So you're getting these and the mini for $10. So it's not really a deal unless you really have a desire for one of those minis, because personally for me, I never use mini sponges like ever. So the discount really isn't there. However, I will say, especially with Target, a lot of these sets do wind up at Target for the holiday season, and you typically can get a pretty good deal on these sets at Target for Black Friday. It's 2020, who really knows what Black Friday is going to be this year? But I wanted to kind of sit down and do a full review of some of the things that caught my attention, because e.l.f. has always been one of my most used makeup products since I was in college, and it was like, you know, $1 or $2 for everything, and their quality has just kind of continued to grow over the years. So I'll definitely be interested to hear if you guys bought any of the sets, if any of the sets interest you, anything you want to know. Again, I'm going to keep testing out this palette. I did obviously go with some of the more interesting shades like the Duo Chrome and the green. So it's a little darker than I normally would go on a rainy Friday morning before I go to the post office, but I'll be interested to see what you guys thought. The color story on this definitely, if it did not have that green there, would be a lot different vibe. And so yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if there's anything else you're looking for me to do reviews like this on for the holiday season, for sure. And as usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. And my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!